Beauden Barrett is heading to Japan. That's the news I woke up to this morning. Initially it was rumoured and then it was confirmed that he is going to take the 2021 season, at least the first half of the season, over in Japan. So he signed a deal with Suntory. Apparently he's going to get paid 1.5 million New Zealand dollars a year. From what I read in a relatively recent video about players' pay, I think with the Blues and the All Blacks, he was on around 1 million. So it's like a 33%, one-third pay rise. So can't blame the guy for wanting to make a bit of coin. But for Blues fans, it's pretty tough news to take, given that, one, he initially signed with us from the Hurricanes. And part of that deal was he got the first half of the 2020 season off, so we had to wait a long time for him to get cracking. Then global pandemic happened, so everyone had to wait for rugby generally. Finally, he gets into the squad. He's playing pretty bloody well at fullback. And after 3 games, it's announced that next season he's not going to be with the Blues. However, this maybe should have been expected because it was always part of his contract that 1, he had a sabbatical period to start with, and 2, he had the option to take a year overseas as part of his 4-year deal. So the rest of his contract is still going to run with New Zealand Rugby until 2023. So we will see him back for the Blues. It just won't be next year. I should say also because he said he's going to be back for the international season. So essentially, he's not ruling himself out for the All Blacks next year. It's just that he won't be playing for the Blues. So I wouldn't begrudge a Hurricanes fan a wee grin on their face to kind of say, now you know how that one feels. So it's a big deal that takes him away from the Blues. And like I said, pretty disappointing for Blues fans. But in terms of the timing, like Leon McDonald came out and said that they always planned to have no Beauden in 2021 because essentially he did have that option. And with the timing with the next World Cup, it would make sense for him to take the overseas offer sooner rather than later. That way he can, still get back into the New Zealand rugby fold to make sure he's a key player in the next World Cup. So Beauden was quoted as saying, for me, it made sense to go next year, then have 2 years back with the Blues and hopefully for the All Blacks in the lead up to the Rugby World Cup, so like what I just said. And my wife and I are excited to head to Japan next year. It's an appealing place for a young family and comparatively safe in health terms. So, he's kind of taking a lead off what Brodie Retallick's done and what Sam Whitelock's done to take a wee sabbatical overseas and take a break from Super Rugby. He did also talk about how kind of intense Super Rugby Aotearoa is, and his time with the Blues and the crowds and whatnot has been fantastic. But yeah, he's going to have another break. So where does this leave the Blues? I mean, we've still got Teddy Black. We've still got Dan Carter for this season anyway. Not that that's probably going to make a difference. I can't see Dan Carter staying next season. Harry Plummer, Stephen Petafeta. So we're a team that doesn't lack for 10s, even if he has been playing 15. But I guess also this may be a little bit of a boost financially for New Zealand Rugby. If he's off taking a sabbatical and he was rumoured to be one of the top paid All Blacks with $1 million a year, maybe this takes a little bit of pressure off them in terms of their own finances because they've been laying off staff. And also, he's just taken a pay cut, remember, because all the New Zealand Rugby guys, especially the higher earning ones, had to take a pay cut in terms of that tightening of the belt for New Zealand Rugby overall. So even if he was on $1 million, he wouldn't have been on $1 million with the global pandemic. He would have been on reduced salary, wages, truckloads of cash, whatever it is. So it's maybe a sensible time for him to go when his salary has been cut anyway. So yeah, pretty sad news for Blues fans. But I guess once we got him back, we kind of neglected the fact that at some point he would likely leave us for a bit to take up an overseas offer. So it is Japan, it is Suntory. I think it's Milton Hague, they said, who's the coach over there. So a bit of a Kiwi connection. So we've still got him for Super Rugby Aotearoa. Hopefully he can put in a good shift for the rest of this season. and then we will just have to wait and see how things pan out. What do you guys reckon? If you're a Blues fan, how are you feeling? If you're a Canes fan, do you have that grin on your face, or am I just kind of overthinking that one? But you guys let me know your thoughts. If you're a Suntory fan, you're probably pretty chuffed right now. But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.